claim is that fat is our best fuel.
So the understanding that eating a high-fat diet is actually good for you and is natural is completely wrong. When you eat a high-fat diet, your body is actually utilising the fat as fuel. So when it does this, it creates what I call ketones. Now these are actually toxic for your body and acidic. So this is not something you would actually want to be doing. It's not healthy. And in our natural environment, I mean, how much fat would we actually be eating? Not that much, because nuts and seeds and avocados, these are seasonal. So you wouldn't be able to get them all year round. Whereas fruits are always available. Different fruits available at different times of the season, but fruits are always available. Simple carbohydrates, no ketones. So this is the way we should be fueling our bodies, and is the most optimum fuel for us.
And I don't think Mother Nature got it wrong. So the next one is that avocado is weight loss food, almonds are amazing, walnuts are amazing, you've got to eat this food, but just don't eat more than 2 bananas a day. Now guys, let's get away from this separate approach. Every single fruit and every single vegetable for which we have been created for, which we can consume, which is natural to us. Yeah, including nuts and seeds are amazing. If we look at bananas, we will discover that they have tremendous benefits for our health. If we look at apricots, we will discover the same. If we look at blueberries, oh wow, they're just in abundance of antioxidants in this, that and the other. If we look at cucumbers, if we look at almonds, avocados, yes, they are great foods, of course, but they've got to be eaten in quantities which are beneficial for us, and this is very important. And there is no one food that is superfood, and the other foods, well, forget about it. They're just not so important. Fruits and veggies are our healthiest foods, so just understand it's an array of nutrients that we need, so we cannot identify one food.
Okay, so the next point is that we're all made differently. People eat differently. Their bodies are different, and they deal with carbohydrates and fats differently. So for instance, I could be a high-fat person, so I need to eat lots of fat. Whereas Julia here can be a low-fat person. She eats less fat than me. So this could be because perhaps, I don't know, I've got a big hand, I've got big hands.
Nails.
Or got different nails to Julia, so that denotes
my nose is slightly different.
I'm a high-fat person, yeah. And, you know, perhaps, I don't know, I've got red hair, and perhaps it means I need less iron in my diet. You know, it's a nonsense. We all are physiologically the same. We're human beings. We will thrive on the same diet, which is a low-fat, healthy diet.
Okay, so the next one is that you need 40% of fat a day. You're looking at consuming 40% of fat a day.
Again, this is just not true. You're looking at mid-teens and lower. So on the 80-10-10 diet, you're looking at 10% or less of your total calories of fat every day. Other people will say it can be a bit higher, up to the mid-teens, as I said, which is around 15%, but no more than that. After this level, 15%, then the health of the person begins to go down because of excess fat intake.
And physical performance. We met an acrobat back in England last year who came to us. He saw us wearing a t-shirt, and he had problems with his high-fat or vegan diet, and he explained that he went to have his blood test. He had high levels of cholesterol. He was fatigued, he didn't know what was happening, he thought he was on the healthiest diet, he could not perform, he was feeling weak, he was fatigued, he was confused, his blood was acidic. He went to test his, to do live blood analysis as well. His blood was too acidic, and he was very discouraged. When we explained to him why it was happening and asked him how much fat he was eating around 40%, 40 to 50%, incredible amounts of fat. So guys, know that high-fat diets, raw vegan diets, lead to health complications, and you don't want to be consuming the amount of fat for which your body has not been created for anything. You know, it's just not going to produce optimum results if optimum results are what we're looking for. Okay, so the last one, but not the least, is that low-fat, raw vegan diets are scarce. So you should be just scared of it, and there's only a tiny percentage of people who succeed on them, on fruit-based diets. Understand that a low-fat, raw vegan diet is just a term. You can attach yourself to labels, you can detach yourself from labels. It's only low-fat if compared to standard Western diet, which is 30% in fat, and standard raw vegan diet, which is 60% in fat. So that's nearly 6 times more than what your body has been created for. So this is why it's called low fat diet, but it's actually healthy fat diet. And now there are more and more people who are moving into high carb and low fat raw vegan diet movement because they are experiencing problems with their high fat raw vegan diet that contains a ton of nut seeds, avocados, oils, etc. 60% of fat a day, so that's very unhealthy. So thank you very much for watching this video. We hope that this information has benefited you. Know that people say that fruitarian diets are not healthy. Usually they don't understand what fruitarian diets are. Fruit-based diets, frugivore diets includes fruits, includes abundance of greens, includes other vegetables, and includes modest amounts of nuts and seeds. So enjoy your fruit, do not be afraid. Post your comments below. Thank you for watching and see you again.